Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to my channel. I'm Nakia, and today we're going to talk about the books I'm going to read in the month of May. So, come on back in a second. All right, we are here early. Can you believe it? I was like, I'm not waiting to do two videos at the same time because I've done that in the past couple months and it just gets to be overwhelming. I have work and I always edit my videos after work and it's a whole thing. So anyway, this month I'm getting my TBR in early just for you. If you are new to my channel, I read horror books, thriller books, mystery books, and a little bit of sci-fi sprinkled in. This month though, we are doing mainly horror and thrillers, but things could change because I've been doing Kindle Unlimited and it's changed a lot of things. So my TBRs are not by the book like they used to be, which is, exciting for you. You never know what you're going to get. But let's talk about what I plan to read this month. First up, this book I had back in, January, I think. I had it for my New Year readathon. Put a link up here if you haven't seen it. And I just had so many books, I didn't get a chance to get to it. I actually had the physical book in my possession from the library, but I sent it back and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get to it soon. And this book was also mentioned recently by Cameron Chaney in Joyline's collab video that I was also in. And I was like, okay, I am definitely reading that book in May. It was already on my list. It was just like, that solidifies it. I'm reading it. So that book would be I'm Thinking of Ending Things. This book has been around for some time, since 2016. So anyway, I'm new to everything because I'm just starting back reading as of last year, if you don't know. Yes, I had a long time off. But anyway, so I have heard so much about this book and I'm finally going to get to it. I cannot wait. If you do not know what it's about, I will read a little bit of the synopsis. So let's go. In this deeply suspenseful and irresistibly unnerving debut novel, a man and his girlfriend are on their way to a secluded farm. When the two take an unexpected detour, she is left wondering if there is any escape at all. What follows is a twisted unraveling that will haunt you long after the last page is turned. So clearly this is one of those books where you're supposed to just go in and not know much of anything, which I am fine with that. I love it. I know there's a movie, have not seen it. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm thinking of ending things as like suicide or ending the relationship. I don't know, but we're going to find out. So this one is definitely going to get read. 3 of these are definitely getting read on this list. One I'm not so sure about. We'll probably talk about that one last. So let's move on to another one that will definitely be read this month. The next one is on my Kindle, and this one is a buddy read with my buddy, Steve, from Steve Talks About Books and Stuff. I will put a link to his channel below. And we will be reading Nightmare by Chad Nicholas. This is another one that I've heard so much about. This one, though, just came out October 2020. I had to look on my Kindle. Dark Between Pages did a review about this, and she made it sound so good. I'll put a link to her below, too. And so I was like, I definitely have to read that book soon. And then I saw Steve Talks About Books and Stuff commenting under someone else's video. And I was like, well, we read it together, Steve. And he was like, okay, not in that voice. That's me. So we chit-chatted and here we are. We are reading it this month and we're going to do a live discussion like middle of May. The information is on his channel. I am not the one to coordinate. He's the one that's good with all that. So anyway, let me read a little bit of the synopsis. This is another one that I have no idea what it's about, but I like it because I don't know. So let's see. Had it come back? No, it couldn't have. He had buried it for good, or at least that's what Scott told himself. But what if it had? Was that why the scarecrow now watched him? But the more Scott tries to ignore it, the more the evidence begins to pile up. So do the bodies. Because sometimes the dead don't stay buried. Sometimes the monster survives. As the bodies mount and the secrets of his past grow more haunting, Scott must do whatever it takes to save his family. But what if by doing so, they find out what happened all those years ago? What if they realize what he did? Scott learns that there is no escape from his own past or the crows that have crawled out of it. He can only watch as his life is turned into a living nightmare. Ooh, come on with the synopsis. Sis, clearly I haven't read it in a minute. Sounds good. Yeah, of course, we're looking forward to it. It sounds right up my alley. There's a mystery, some buried secrets. I love it. Hopefully it's a psychological thing too. Sounds like it. So yes, that will definitely be read because, again, buddy read. So let's move on to my next one. Next up, I have an exciting announcement. This is my first advanced reader copy that was sent to me for review. Oh my goodness, who is she? Who am I? Girl, please. I was contacted on Instagram. This nice gentleman said that he saw some of my reviews on my YouTube channel and he wanted me to review this next book. And I was like, me? I went to go check out the book and it's a thriller. So I was like, okay, it's right up my alley. It's a little domestic-y and that's not usually my thing, but hopefully I like it. So I was like, hey, you looking for my honest opinion? That's what you're going to get because that's all I'm going to do. So anyway, I said yes. The publisher sent me the book, ebook, and here we are. And that book would be Hush Little Baby by R.A. Charan. I hope I'm saying the name right. I'm so sorry if I'm not. But again, I'm excited to read this because this is a book that was sent to me for review. It does not come out till May 11th, so I plan to read this hopefully before it comes out. But if not, either way, I will tell you about it soon. I will read it and do a review. It will be separate from my wrap-up, so yeah, look out for that. But let me read a little bit of the synopsis so you can have an idea of what it's about. Jillian Marsh is a survivor. She escaped her toxic upbringing at the hands of her religious zealot mother as a teenager. And after hitting rock bottom due to alcoholism in her 20s, she not only got sober, she built a successful marriage and medical career, even if she wasn't able to make amends for all the mistakes she made during her drinking days. But nearly a decade later, things are once again going downhill for Jillian. Her wife, Rochelle, has left her while Jillian is pregnant with Rochelle's biological child, and she feels constantly unsettled in her new, empty house. Items missing from their usual place, burning candles she can't remember lighting, the screen from her bedroom window removed. As things in Jillian's home begin to escalate, she's forced to ask herself, is one of her supposed friends not as trustworthy as she seems? Could Rochelle be gaslighting her in order to claim full custody of their daughter? Or worst of all, is Jillian turning into her own mother and imagining all of it in some sort of subconscious sabotage against her unborn child? When the missing items turn into unambiguous threats, and as the circle of those she can trust continues to dwindle, Jillian knows only one thing for sure. She will do anything to protect her baby. So that is Hush Little Baby. Now, as I said, if you know me, you've been watching my channel, I usually don't do the domestic thrillers. I usually also am not into the mom-baby thing. Yes, I am a mother, but I don't know. It's just not my thing. I've never been that kind of mom to be all into the mom groups and have mom friends. And yeah, no, other than me having a child, I'm not very stereotypically motherly, the minivan, any of that stuff that you may think of. Yeah. So, like I said, those books don't usually appeal to me, but again, I'm here for this review and I like some of the things like the gaslighting. I love the movie Gaslight. So that intrigues me. And it sounds like it could be a little bit of psychologicalness in there. We'll see, because we don't know if she's going crazy or if things are actually being done to her. So again, I look forward to reading this and giving my honest review. Let's move on. And last but not least, this is the one that may stay, may not. Because as I said, because of my Kindle Unlimited, I have so many books on my Kindle that are free and so many I want to read. So this one actually, when I saw it came up for me on the library site, I had it on hold and it popped up. It was like on the way and I was like, what is this book about? And then when I read the synopsis again, and I started reading the preview, I was like, I don't know if I still want to read it. It's a thriller, but I was like, sure, whatever, I'll pick it up. And I started reading a little bit more of it on my Kindle, the preview of it. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm into it. So we'll see, because you know I'm quick to DNF a book, honey. Anyway, enough about all that. That book would be The Eighth Detective by Alex Pavesi. We're going to go with Pavesi. I'm so sorry if I'm saying it wrong. These authors' names, can we get like a little pronunciation under here? Anyway, This is a murder mystery, and I love murder mysteries, movies, and books. So, again, this is one that was highly talked about last year. I believe it came out last year. Yes, this is one that was highly talked about last year in 2020, and I didn't get around to it. Clearly, I had it on hold, and so, like I said, we shall see if it still intrigues me and if I'm interested enough to keep reading it and not put it down and pick up something else. So, let me read a little bit of the synopsis. I love the way this starts off. There are rules for murder mysteries. There must be a victim, a suspect, a detective. Let's get into it. Grant McAllister, a professor of mathematics, once sat down and worked all the rules out and wrote 7 perfect detective stories to demonstrate. But that was 30 years ago. Now Grant lives in seclusion on a remote Mediterranean island, counting the rest of his days, until Julia Hart, a brilliant, ambitious editor, knocks on his door. Julia wishes to republish his book, and together they must revisit those old stories, an author hiding from his past and an editor keen to understand it. But there are things in the stories that don't add up, inconsistencies left by Grant that a sharp-eyed editor begins to suspect are more than mistakes. They may be clues, and Julia finds herself with a mystery of her own to solve. So, I clearly didn't remember this. A mystery within a mystery. Okay. So we got somebody checking on somebody while they're both checking on something else. Okay. I think when I started looking at this, the first chapter starts in Spain, 1930. Like, I like when we go back in the past, but I don't know about that far back. And like I said, I started reading a little bit, but I did look ahead, and the second chapter is called The First Conversation. And then I think the third one is Death at the Seaside. So it seems to get better as it goes along. Yeah, so I hope this keeps me intrigued. I think it was pretty highly rated on Goodreads from what I remember, but yeah, we'll see. I love this color. I love the color red, so clearly. But yeah, I love the cover. So like I said, hopefully I enjoy this. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the books I plan to read in the month of May. Buddy read, book for review. Like I said, look at me growing up, doing bigger things. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to let me know in the comments what books you're looking forward to reading in this month of May. If you happen to be reading one of the books that I'm going to be reading, let me know, because, you know, maybe we can chit chat after like end of the month, because I don't know when I'm going to get to these. Anyway. Yeah, so I think that's about enough for me for this video. Oh, I am almost at the 3,000 subscriber mark. So if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. You know, I can really use the support, because once I get to 3,000 subscribers, I may have a treat, may have something for you. And yeah, give me a thumbs up. Let YouTube know you like my videos and you want to see more of them, more of me. And until the next video, snuggle up in your hideaway with a good book. Be kind to all kind. Unplug as much as possible. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.